What's up my beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Kindly hit that red subscribe button below for the returning subscribers. We love you so much. Thank you for always coming back. If you are always returning to watch our videos, our regards to you. Thank you for always coming back. And as we already read the title of this video, guys, of course it's a reaction video. It's a reaction video, and today's day is so spicy. Today's day is so hot. Today's day is so just sweet. Ensure you watch this video till the end. Do not skip anything. And this video is all about this firstborn son of Congrats mom, that is Marwa. And Marwa, the latest video that Marwa posted, continuation of what the Uber driver did to him. I didn't know that it was all about the money that the Uber driver refused earlier, that Marwa had given him the money, and Marwa told us that he had given him the money, but the Uber was denying that he had not given him the money. That's why he was so furious, coming on social media and telling people, if you meet this Uber driver, please don't ever board his car. This Uber driver scammed me. But that's just a way of making that Uber driver lose market customers. We know that Marwa has huge audience, and many people have watched that video. Many people have marked his face, and they will actually avoid him. And that is the thing, that Marwa is actually has destroyed this Uber driver market. This video is not about that. This video, hey, the latest video that Marwa posted, I know guys, I couldn't bring the clip here, but if you are so keen, I know lesbians, they are always keen. The latest video that Marwa posted, the latest video that Marwa posted, there is this chick, that he met on the street. Her name is Maria. There is this chick that Marwa met, and we know that Marwa is used, we are used to Marwa just meeting ladies. We've never seen Marwa meeting gents. When on a scale of 1 to 10 girls, Marwa meets girls in a 9, then boys in 1, and he has told us, that he likes feminine energy. That's why he likes bonding, with girls. And how will he get a wife to marry if it's not, getting that feminine energy? So that feminine energy, it's the one that it will lead him to get a wife, his future wife, And this lady here, Maria, if you are so keen, if you were so keen, this lady, when Marwa met this lady, Marwa, he had switched off the camera. Then when he switched on the camera, they were of course having this conversation off camera. That is Marwa and this lady. Are you single? Do you have are you in a relationship? Do you want to be in a relationship? Then when Marwa switched on the camera, we had the lady telling Marwa that I'm not single. So of course Marwa had asked her earlier that, are you single? So the lady was answering to Marwa and told him that, yes, I am single, and we can actually see where this thing is going on. And Marwa has spoke several times. There is a video that I've talked about it, that Marwa, he is shifting from Nyabohanze, or rather from Kenya to Mexico. He is relocating to Mexico. I've talked about that thing, and he spoke about, Mexico is a good city. I have to relocate here. I have to bring my wife here in Mexico, even my children here in Mexico, because Mexico, it's a good city. I've done so many things here in Mexico, and it is so memorable to me. And Marwa meeting this girl, Maria. I know Maria, this girl here, and she was a school girl. I don't know why Marwa always just meet with school girls rather than mature girls. She was a school girl, and Marwa meeting this lady here, Maria, I know it gave him a lot of hope for his future, to start his family there in Mexico. Because when Marwa asked her, are you single? And the lady answering, I am single, guys, what else? What can you drive? From the conversation that they were having, what can you drive it at? Of course, these people, they are planning to enter into a relationship, you know. And the fact that, you know, the girl, the appearance of the girl, she looks, you know, like an African chick, or, you know, she has this she braids, you know, she plaits her hair. She was having this braided hair. Even the skin tone, you know, she is not that white, you know, she has, you know, she looks like, you know, African Asian, you know, or African American. And actually this girl have brought Marwa hope. And Marwa spoke about relocating to Kenya, relocating, you know, to Mexico from Kenya. And he has spoke about several things that it is making him to move from Kenya to Mexico. And I was so keen, what is making Marwa to move to Mexico? What is making Marwa to move from Kenya? You know, what will happen to this big villa that he has constructed back in Nyabohanse, back in Kenya? What will happen? What will happen to the villa, you know, or the money that he used to construct that villa? It will just go in a waste. And let us take a look at some of the reasons that Marwa was speaking. If we can see these reasons, if they are so reasonable for him to relocate from Kenya to Mexico. Marwa highlighted several reasons why he will be moving to Mexico. Number one, he said he said that in Mexico, Mexico City, it was the first city for him to meet his first love. So Marwa's first girlfriend, serious girlfriend, came from Mexico. That's why he wants to relocate to Mexico. Does it make sense for someone, you know, to see a country that he met his first love, to see that country, this country is so suitable for me to relocate to, because here is the country that I met my first love, that I met my first love. Is it so reasonable? Is it reasonable, guys? I want us to have a conversation down below in the comment section. Even before I met this Bobo, guys, you remember Bobo from Thailand, you know, this girl here that Marwa even took her to the village, you know, to Concrate's mom, and she was doing all African girls chose that. Africans girls, they always do. This Bobo girl from Thailand, she was doing these kinds of work, and Marwa or Congrats mom actually liked the girl, but eventually she was not the girl that Marwa could have spent the rest of his life. So before Bobo, it was another girl from Mexico that he is saying that he met that girl in that Mexico. That's why he wants to relocate to Mexico, because it's the city that he met his first girlfriend. Does it really make sense? Let's take a look at the second reason why he said that he will be relocating to Mexico in Latin America. He spoke about, in Latin America, or rather in Mexico, people are so free. People, they are not afraid like in Africa, like in America, like in Asia. In Latin America, or rather in Mexico, people just kiss like 5 minutes in public. So that's the second reason why Marwa will be relocating to Mexico, guys. Look at these reasons. Look at these reasons, guys. Does it really make sense? Does it really make sense? Because these are some of the mere reasons. These are some of the mere reasons. You know, just I will not be staying in Africa. I'll not be staying in Kenya, because there in Kenya people are not free. People are just not free. People can't go in a public and do this stuff that these people or Mexican people do. Look at these reasons that Marwa was giving his audience. That is why I'll be relocating to Mexico. He spoke about, even 5 years ago, I was in Mexico, and the value of dollar to the Mexican pesos, it is 16 to 18. So the value, it's not changing, and you know, the value of the dollar to the value of the dollar, actually it is not changing, meaning Mexico, it's a good city, and it is so stable. When you compare it to Colombia, the first time the value of dollar to that of Colombian pesos, it has really changed. You know, the value, it has really the money there in Colombia, it has really gone down, but in Mexico the value, it is still stable. That's the other reason that he provided. He will be moving to Mexico. Another one, he saw these two couples, young couples, like 23-year-old boy and 21-year-old girl, and they were having this kid, in just public, and they were, vibing together. And he looked at them, and actually when you could see him, you could know that actually Maro have admired, this couple. And when he saw this couple, he was like, yeah, Mexico, in terms of families, this is a good city to raise families. Look at these couples, how they are running their errands. They are just doing their things nicely, and it is so encouraging to me. That's why I will be moving to Mexico. Also, he tried to compare, the life in Mexico and that of USA. Maro with comparing, he tried to compare Mexico life and USA life, and he was like, in Mexico things are cheap, in USA things are so expensive. That's why actually here in Latin America, it's the best place for me to live in. Life is not expensive, life is also cheap when you compare, when you compare to America or USA. And even here, at least in Mexico, we have some, organic foods when you compare, life in USA. And it was like, this dude, does he knows what he is thinking, or he is saying, or he is just doing it for the sake of making videos, for the sake of making content, for the sake of just creating, things for his audience to watch, guys? Of the reasons that we have highlighted, do you think, or can you capture any reasonable reason why this dude actually have seen, oh, Mexico is a good city for me to relocate to? And also he spoke about, oh, traffic, there isn't any traffic in Mexico, this is a good country, there isn't even any corruption, is not there is no corruption. There was this lady, in the street of Mexico, who was searching for people, so that they can be recruited to the army. And he tried actually to compare, that the way, or the action that the lady was doing there in Mexico with that of Kenya. That in Kenya, of course I agree, of course there is corruption in Kenya. Even if you want to actually enter army, there is actually, this is the truth, there is corruption. But this is not the reason why Marwa can compare these countries. Oh, in Mexico there is no corruption, even people, they are searching for armies, for them to be recruited, in army. In my country, Kenya, this, for you to just enter into an army, you have to remove, you have to remove money for corruption. People are just corrupt. For you to just enter army, you have, to have removed some cash, to give this leader, so that you can be recruited, to the army. Or guys, do you think that Maro is just speaking for the sake of speaking, for the sake of, oh, capturing his audience, or actually he loves Mexico? Do you think, guys, I want us to drop our feedbacks down here in the comment section. Do you see any reason, or do you think that Maro is serious, or he is just doing this thing for the sake of creating content, that he is relocating to Mexico, and he will be moving from Nyabohanse, or rather from Kenya, to Mexico, and start his family or his life there? Remember this girl that he has just met recently, and they were having this conversation. Oh, are you single? Yes, I am. What then? What was the conversation leading to, despite this girl, being a student? And we know that Maro actually doesn't care if you're a student, if you're a grown-up, if you're what, actually he doesn't care, especially he always, mind, his own, personal benefits. What are your opinions, guys? Please drop your comments down below in the comment section and let us have a conversation. Both comments are welcomed down below, negative, positive, but no insults. All comments, guys, are welcome down below. Feel free, interact with us down below in the comment section. Do you think that actually Maro is serious relocating to Mexico, and what will happen to the villa that he has used multi-million of dollars, to construct that villa? So that villa, could it just, have been constructed for the sake of, just having, in your biography, or I constructed a huge multi-million villa in Nyabohanse? What are your opinions, guys? Please drop your comments down below in the comment section and let us have a conversation, guys. Your opinions really matters. Your opinions, they really matters a lot. Really matter a lot. And also there is this reason that he spoke about Mexico being the neighbor of USA. So it is a peaceful country, and USA cannot allow, Mexico to be not to be peaceful, because when, Mexico is invaded and it's the gate of USA, meaning USA will be invaded. So USA can't allow Mexico to be invaded, and so the country is so peaceful, and that's why, and it is the reason that it is making him, it is making him to have this mind that he will be moving to Mexico. What are your opinions, guys? Let us have a conversation. And girls, don't forget about this girl, this Maria, this girl that he met. I know we are going to see him with her again, because the conversation that they were having, actually you're going to see him with her again. What are your opinions, guys? And right now that he is moving to Jamaica, then going to Africa, going back to Nyabohanse, and I think Maro always have this mind that even when he was speaking that he will be moving to Mexico and he is in Mexico, he always have this mind when he is in a place, or rather maybe we can use this example, maybe when he is right now in Mexico, he is using this mind of him being in Mexico, and his mind right now, actually 90% of his head, it is just filled with Mexico. That's why maybe he is having this mind, oh, I have to move in Mexico. Guys, dreams are valid, and we are not against people dreaming and people having ambitions of the place they want to stay. But of course, even biology, it says, when you are somewhere, of course your mind will be in that place. When he will come to Kenya, of course his mind will just be filled, with what's going on in Kenya and not Mexico. And that's biology. We understand the medulla oblongata, the things that it is undergoing, and it is normal for him to dream to relocate to Mexico, and we are not against that. People have ambitions, and it is good to dream, and dreams are valid. What's your opinions, guys? Please drop your comments down below in the comment section and let us have a conversation. Anything that you feel that we haven't discussed, please drop your comments down below in the comment section. And if you're not familiar with the reaction that I've talked about, kindly go and watch the previous video of Mara, so that you can be familiar with what we are talking about, so that you can just not be coming on the comment section and writing nasty things and not and yet you don't know what you're talking about. But we welcome all the feedbacks. Feel free to drop your feedbacks down below in the comment section and let us have a conversation. It was all about that I wanted to come and talk about, guys. Today it was all about that. Please feel free, if you like the video, please feel free to smash that like button. Please like that like button, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly hit that red subscribe button below. I know most of you are just coming watching and you haven't subscribed. Please hit that red subscribe button. For the returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos. We don't take it for granted. And if you're watching till now, oh my god, if you're watching till now, we love you so much. We love you so much. You don't know how you mean to us. If you're watching till now, we love you so much, and thank you for watching till the end. See you in our next video. See you in our next reaction. See you in our next reaction. Peace. Bye.